What's he unboxing? What it be? I don't know. Shut up and see. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. I did 2 unboxing videos, and I cannot share them with you because they're not even up to my low standards. My low standards. You can't even really limbo under my standards. And these 2 videos were just a train wreck. I have reasons, reasons slash excuses for why they were so bad. And basically, it was really bad weather outside. The postal carrier dropped the boxes on our porch here, and they were just wrecked. So I had to rush them into the ER to perform surgery, emergency unboxings. And I did film it, so I did capture these moments where these books came into the world, but it was rushed, and I wasn't comfortable sharing that with you. And I know I don't want to lose any of my sponsors by posting subpar material, so I just went about my day and decided, you know what, I'll share these books with you as a friendly chat, Brought to you by, I guess today is brought to you by the Defender American Style Stout. American Style Stout. I really, I'm a writer for a marketing firm. And there's a reason I'm a writer. Because I'm not a very good speaker. I can't say a lot of things. Like a satin ribbon page marker, I can't say. But American Style Stout. It's like whatever. Anyway, I'll share the books with you, and I'll do the photo thing at the end, and hopefully, I'll have some intelligent things to say about them. The first one is Stephen King's worst book, Revival. I finished it. I hated it. I thought it would be a great novella because the story was so tight. If you cut it down and made it tight. What was working was really working well, but I just didn't care about any of the characters is to give me an excuse to read a novel-length book about these characters. So a lot of people were turned off by the ending, but I love the ending. I love the dark, bleak ending is just really kind of much, but I liked it. Anyway, this is the first outing from Brian James Freeman of Cemetery Dance fame, but he went off and he's doing his own thing, letterpress. I have theories and ideas about why that's happening. I don't like to get into gossip here, but maybe I could be persuaded in the comments if you're wondering, what are your theories there, dipshit? Would you care to share them? And I would, because I can't keep secrets or thoughts or ideas without speaking them out loud. Anyway, this looks like a Bible. Look at that. It's got the crucifix. It's embossed. It is really nice. It's got these cool, I'm really kind of getting into the whole thick boards, the thick cover, not like those like really thin. I've been noticing how the covers are, and I really like the substantial quality of that thick cover. It's really cool. The art in here is fantastic. I've been flipping through and enjoying it. Really great stuff in there. It's signed by 4 people. The artists, the cover artist, I believe, I don't exactly know how they divvied up the duties, but Josh Boone wrote an introduction. Vincent Chong lended some art, and then Francois Villancourt also did a whole bunch of art. I mean, and then Bev Vincent. There's additional bonus material in here, which I love. I think all around, this is a grand slam for Brian James Freeman. Welcome introduction into the small press world. I think a lot of people will be paying attention to letterpress. This book in particular got a lot of people excited, me included. Actually, I'm actually excited to actually give Revival another read, man. I'm going to keep an open mind. I'm going to dig it. I'm going to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I was a grump-ass jerk and didn't really appreciate what the King vibe was kicking out. So I'm going to give it another shot. The slipcase is really nice. It's cool. It's very lightweight, but It has a great feel to it. I like how the design elements, they're mimicking the spine hubs. I like spine hubs. I don't think I've ever had a book with spine hubs before, but just great stuff, man. It's really great. These are sold out. You can find them on the secondary for a little bit more than we all paid when we jumped on it. It was really interesting too, because when he launched it, he didn't determine the print run until the pre-orders were all in, and the pre-orders determined that it'll be it was 1,500 was the initial print run, and cheers to that. I just saw the beer and I'm like, I want a sip, so I worked it in and I tried to make it seem like I was toasting it. It was just an excuse to have a sip. Anyway, so that was the worst book Stephen King's ever written that I read. And this is the best. This is PS Publishing out of the UK. I never expected this. I never got a shipping notice, so I didn't know it was coming across. A lot of people were complaining that they got theirs and the slipcase was all damaged and no good. Mine is in mint, perfect condition. Love it. It really traveled well. My Tommyknockers from PS Publishing, the back end was all busted up on the slipcase. They took care of me, though. They're great people, fine, upstanding people over there. And so I was a little worried because the initial feedback was, there's some damage. And I thought that was what the delay from getting my copy was all about. My copy showed up, and it's just a beautiful thing to behold. I'll just show you the first one. And so it's Don Mates did the art. So we got the dust jackets, right? Dust jacket. But there's also printed boards inside that has, instead of reproducing the dust jacket inside, has different art. And I'll take a picture at the end of all this to show you the additional art, but essentially that's it. It's a very nice book. And again, it's the stand, but it's the unabridged, the complete and uncut edition that came out in 1990. And there's a signature sheet. Don Mates, number 34, matches my Tommyknockers, also matches my Dead Zone. They recently announced the Dead Zone. That's sold out like in an hour, all 1,000 copies of that. I was kind of wondering why people were jumping all over that one, even though it's a great book and all that, but the stand didn't even sell out that fast. So I was kind of surprised and also glad that I jumped on it. So you can find these on the secondary. Again, a little bit more. These immediately sold out. And finally, I got the newest Little book. Little Black Book of Quiet Horror by Charles L. Grant. He, of course, is deceased. And we have it signed by Catherine Potacek and Hank Wagner. And so I got my number, 183, of course. But the problem with it is it's like totally destroyed. You see how it's coming away from the binding is wrecked. It's wrecked. So I contacted Borderlands Press. They're sending me a replacement copy. Again, it's got to be customer service and quality that keep people coming back for these small press books. And so Borderlands is taking care of me. Anyway, so that's 2 books. Stephen King's best, Stephen King's worst, in my opinion, man. It's like my opinion. And that's it. Struggling for a way to end this. Maybe I'll just have another sip. And I was struggling for a way to begin it too. And I was struggling for the whole middle part. So, if anything, I'm consistent. I know you got to be thinking, you got to be like, what the hell was wrong with the other unboxing videos if this is the unboxing video we get? Like, he showed us Revival, he showed us the stand, he showed us the Little book, and he blathered through it, stumbled through it like somebody who's verbally falling and can't quite catch his balance just for like 10 minutes. And you're like, those other videos had to be awful. And they were. They were so bad. So you're welcome. You could have had 2 awful videos or just 1 awful video. So that's all the quality assurance you're getting out of this channel. Revival, The Stand. I'm just trying to think of what else is out there. What's popping? What's new? What should you be buying? What should be, I don't know. Suntup has a bunch of books available. I mean, I'm all about Suntup lately, so, and I'm probably going to be about Suntup for the foreseeable future. But Letterpress, man, big, you know, swung for the fences and, man, knocked it out of the park. And so it's kind of cool, man. And again, I got theories about what's going on there. Theories. So until I get another book, stay cool. Stay cool, my babies. Have a stout. Have a stout. There's a bit of weather. Weather happens. And it was smashed. And there was some bad... Here it is. Boom. Sorry I'm out of breath. I just kind of ran down here. If you ever want to be bored out of your mind, just ask me about my theory on American football. And, oh, I can't stand it.